What's up, everyone? We are less than 24 hours away from UFC 287, and in today's episode I want to talk about why I think Jorge Masvidal is a live underdog against Gilbert Burns. Okay, the first thing I want to talk about is Jorge Masvidal's takedown defense. Henry Cejudo was saying that he has bad takedown defense, and I just happen to disagree with that. He has a lifetime 74% takedown defense, and he has fought killer grapplers. He's fought Kamaru Usman twice, Colby Covington, and a myriad of other really good grapplers. So to say he has bad takedown defense is just simply not true. I mean, in a lot of the Kamaru Usman fights, Usman wasn't able to get him down. In the first fight, it was more in the clinch. He wasn't able to secure the takedowns, but he was able to get those overhooks and keep Masvidal against the fence. And in the second fight, it was a stand-up match, and Usman was able to land that killer right hand that put Masvidal absolutely to sleep. And I think his takedown defense is really underrated. And Gilbert Burns is really good on the ground, but his chain wrestling is definitely not as good as Colby Covington's is. Gilbert Burns has also been knocked down 7 different times in his UFC career. So he's very hittable. And if Jorge Masvidal is able to mitigate the takedowns, and if he is able to get taken down, he's able to get back to his feet and work out of the clinch and keep the fight standing, Masvidal is a very live underdog. He's currently, the betting line is around plus 300 right now, and it's plus 475 for Masvidal to win by KO or TKO. I think Masvidal is a super live dog. And then I was also watching the Stephen Wonderboy Thompson and Gilbert Burns fight. Sorry, I got some dog hair in my face. So I was watching some tape from the Wonderboy fight, and Gilbert Burns was having a little trouble with finding the range with Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, which a lot of fighters do. And he was taking these shots not close in. He wasn't like throwing punches and working his way inside to get the hands locked. He was taking these really long shots from far outside. And we all know Jorge Masvidal has really, really good knees and really good kicks. So if Masvidal is starting to piece up Gilbert Burns on the feet a little bit, he's got to be cognizant of the fact that Gilbert's probably going to try to shoot in. And then if he starts to see him look down at his hips to get the takedown, Jorge needs to throw those knees hard right up the middle. And then if he's able to land 1 or 2 of those knees when Gilbert Burns is taking shots in, that's going to make this fight a stand-up fight. And I'll take Jorge Masvidal in a kickboxing match against Gilbert Burns all day. I mean, I think him at plus 300 odds are absolutely crazy. Anyone betting Gilbert Burns at minus 425 is out of their mind. I think that implied probability is 89%. I don't think he wins this fight 89 out of 100 times. I don't see any way that's possible. And Gilbert Burns has just come off a huge war with Khamzat Chimaev. And Gilbert Burns kind of gets his bravado, gets the better of him sometimes in his fights, and it affects his fight IQ. If the fists start flying, Gilbert Burns wants to get in a scrap. And look at that Khamzat Chimaev fight. I mean, they were just throwing reckless punches for the majority of that fight. And I really think this is the same type of fight. Masvidal has home field advantage. I've never seen Masvidal so motivated in his entire life. 20 years the UFC hasn't been in Miami. They're finally there. And Jorge Masvidal knows if he's able to win this fight, I think he might leapfrog Colby Covington and get the title shot. And if he doesn't, and Colby and Leon end up fighting, Jorge Masvidal is going to definitely be the next in line. There's no way he's taking another fight. He will fight the winner of that fight later this year, maybe in November or December. Because I'm guessing that Leon-Colby fight's probably going to be International Fight Week in July, and I wouldn't be surprised if they announced that fight after the pay-per-view today. So for all those reasons, I think Jorge Masvidal could absolutely win this fight. He's a really live dog at plus 475 to get that TKO or KO. I like Masvidal in this fight. I'm going to throw $100 on the TKO and KO and just let it ride, baby. All right, Masvidal. Don't prove me wrong. All right, thank you guys so much for tuning into this video, and I can't wait for the fights tomorrow night. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think Jorge Masvidal has a chance to win this fight, or do you think Gilbert Burns is going to be able to take him down, control him like he controlled Neil Magny, and just ground and pound and grind out a decision? All right, thanks again for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys on the next fight.